Have you ever heard of the Giant of Kandahar? This is a story that is so strange that it will leave you wondering, is it fact or fiction? A tale that has been whispered in silence and in hushed tones, a story passed down for decades, a legend that dances on the edge of reality and myth. Today, we will delve into this extraordinary tale, unraveling its threads and leaving you to weave your own conclusions. In the rugged mountains of Afghanistan, in the province of Kandahar, a story has emerged that defies belief. It's a tale of a giant, a creature of such immense size and strength that it seems to step straight from the pages of a fantasy novel. This giant, it said, stood 12 feet tall, had flaming red hair, and wielded a spear that could skewer a man with ease. The story springs from the year 2002, during the tumultuous times of the American and Afghanistan War. A unit of American soldiers, so the story goes, went missing in the remote regions of Kandahar. An elite search and rescue team was sent after them, and what they found was beyond their wildest imaginations. They stumbled upon a cave, the entrance littered with broken military equipment and human bones. And then they met the giant. The giant was described as being 12 feet tall, with fiery red hair, 6 fingers, and 2 sets of teeth. The soldiers engaged in a brief, fierce battle with the creature, a battle that cost them dearly. The giant was eventually slain, but not before it had killed several of the soldiers. After its death, the creature was carried away by the military, never to be heard of again. The surviving soldiers, it said, were sworn to secrecy, eventually having their stories buried under layers and layers of military classification. Sounds too fantastical to be true, doesn't it? Yet, there are those who swear by its authenticity. They point to ancient texts and scriptures, to tales of giants that walked the earth in days long past, biblical stories told in the Bible. They also speak of the Nephilim, the giants mentioned in the book of Genesis, who are supposedly the offspring of fallen angels and humans. Could the Giant of Kandahar be a relic of those ancient times, they ask? Those giants were mentioned before and after the Great Flood mentioned in the Bible. On the other side of the debate are those who dismiss the story as a mere myth, a product of wartime imaginations running wild, or a stress-induced fantasy. They argue that there's no physical evidence, no photographs, and certainly no giant body, simply no real evidence to back the story up. The story, they say, is simply too outrageous to be true, and if it was really true, there would be a lot more witnesses coming forth to verify the story. So where does that leave us? We have a tale that straddles the line between fact and fiction, a story that captivates and confounds in equal measure. We have a legend that echoes ancient myths and a modern narrative that challenges our understanding of the world. The Giant of Kandahar. Was it real, or was it just a product of overactive imaginations? Was it a creature from our distant past, or a myth spun in the crucible of war? The answers, it seems, are as elusive as the giant itself. Today, we have journeyed through the tale of the Giant of Kandahar. We've explored the facts, the myths, and the whispers of this incredible story. We've delved into the questions it raises, the debates it sparks. Now it's your turn. The tale is in your hands. What do you believe? The Giant of Kandahar, is it fact or fiction? Is it reality or myth? The answers, my friends, are yours to discover. Remember, the world is full of many mysteries, many secrets, many untold stories, and sometimes the truth is far much stranger than fiction.